In 1955, a ship was found drifting in the Pacific. No one was on board. So where did 25 people go? It wasn't sinking. It wasn't on fire. It was just drifting. Just drifting. Alone, in the middle of nowhere. The ship was called the Joyita, a 70-foot charter vessel that left Samoa 5 weeks earlier, carrying 25 people, crew, passengers, a doctor, government officials. It never arrived. That's it. It just never arrived. When rescuers finally boarded the Joyita, the first thing they noticed was the silence. No bodies, no one calling for help. No survivors, not a single one. No cargo either. Everything that was loaded onto that ship in Samoa just gone. And the lifeboats gone too. Every single one of them. The radio was tuned to the international distress frequency. It had been transmitting, but no one, not a single station across the Pacific, had received anything. The ship's clock had stopped at 10:25. And here's the thing, no one could figure out if that was morning or night. Morning or night. Doesn't sound like a big deal, does it? But when you're trying to piece together what happened on that ship, it matters more than you'd think. When they finally located the Joyita, it was 600 miles from where it was supposed to be. 600 miles off course. 5 weeks. The ship had been drifting for 5 weeks before anyone found it. 5 weeks, alone in the Pacific, with no one on board, not a soul. And this is the part that stopped investigators cold. The thing that made the whole case feel wrong. The Joyita could not sink. Physically, could not sink. The hull was lined with cork. Even fully flooded every compartment underwater, the ship would stay on the surface. That's not an opinion. That's physics. The captain had told people this over and over. He called it his unsinkable ship. He was proud of it. So here's what we know. 25 people abandoned an unsinkable ship. They made that choice, deliberately, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. No land in sight. Nothing for miles in any direction. And were never seen again. All 25 of them gone. The Joyita had left Apia, Western Samoa, on October 3, 1955. The trip to the Tokelau Islands should have taken maybe 40 hours. A straightforward voyage. 2 days after it should have arrived, the destination port reported nothing. No ship, no radio contact, nothing. Search planes were scrambled immediately. They searched for 5 weeks. 5 weeks of aircraft flying grid patterns over open ocean and found absolutely nothing. Then, on November 10th, a passing cargo ship spotted something on the horizon. It was the Joyita, listing heavily, waterlogged, drifting 600 miles off course. The awning over the deck had been partially torn, like something happened up there, something sudden. And then they saw the deck. Medical supplies scattered everywhere. Bandages unrolled. A stethoscope. A scalpel. A doctor's bag soaked in blood. Someone had been performing emergency medical treatment on that deck. Someone was badly hurt, and someone was trying to save them. And then the treatment just stopped. Mid-procedure. Everything left exactly where it fell. Down in the engine room, investigators found the main engines had failed. A corroded pipe, water flooding in. Slowly at first, then faster. The bilge pumps couldn't keep up. The water won. The ship started listing, and the engines died. Okay, so now we know why the Joyita stopped moving. Engine failure. That part actually makes sense. What it does not explain not even close, is where 25 people went. The nearest land was 100 miles away. A disabled ship, open Pacific, middle of the night. If you decide to abandon ship, you get in the lifeboats and you row. That's the only option. The lifeboats were gone. Every single one of them. Not one lifeboat was ever found. Search teams covered hundreds of miles. Nothing. Not one body either. In all that ocean, not one. No clothing. No personal items. No wreckage from the lifeboats washed up on any island anywhere near the drift range. The ocean took everything and gave nothing back. 25 people got into lifeboats in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. That's a fact. That actually happened. The ocean kept all of them, every single one. Now, the radio. This is where it gets really strange. The Joyita had a radio that could broadcast on the international distress frequency. The frequency that's monitored everywhere across the Pacific. All day, all night. No distress signal was received by anyone, anywhere. But when investigators looked at the radio, it was tuned to the distress frequency. It was set to broadcast. Someone had deliberately done that. Here's what had happened. A corroded connection. That's it. The radio was transmitting, but only into itself. The signal was going nowhere. A working radio on the Joyita would have had a range of about 2 miles on that frequency. 2 miles. In the Pacific Ocean at night. On a listing disabled ship. With engines dead and water rising. 2 miles. That's all they had. 2 miles of signal in an ocean that stretches for thousands. The blood on the deck. Nobody could explain it. Not properly. Not in a way that closed the case. There was a doctor on board. The medical supplies suggested serious trauma, maybe surgery, maybe something worse. The amount of blood suggested whoever was being treated had lost a lot of it. Whose blood was it? What caused the injury? Did the person survive the treatment? 3 questions. No answers. None of these questions were ever answered. The investigation closed. The blanks stayed blank. The cargo was gone too. All of it. Medical supplies, canned goods, building materials, everything loaded in Samoa had vanished. The official report just noted it as missing. No explanation. Investigators proposed 4 theories. Piracy, crew mutiny, a rogue wave that swept everyone overboard, a gas leak from the engine room. 4 theories. Each one explained something. None of them explained everything. And that's the problem with this case. It keeps breaking every theory you throw at it. Here's what might have happened. Someone got badly hurt, badly enough that the ship's doctor dropped everything and started operating on deck. Right there, in the open. Whatever caused that injury, it caused panic. Real panic. The kind that makes 25 people decide that an open ocean in a lifeboat is safer than staying on their own ship. Think about that for a second. They knew the ship couldn't sink. They knew that. And they still left. The Joyita was eventually repaired. Investigators were done with it. Someone bought it, fixed it up, and put it back to work. It sank in EJUTR. A storm finally did what 25 disappearing passengers couldn't. It put the Joyita on the ocean floor. The people who abandoned it in 1955, they were right about one thing. The ship could float. It held on for 17 more years after they left. But it couldn't protect them from whatever made them leave it. And that's the part nobody ever figured out. What do you think happened on the Joyita? Was it piracy? A medical emergency that spiraled out of control? Or something else entirely? Drop your answer in the comments. I genuinely want to know what you think. The next video is about a disappearance that didn't happen at sea. It happened in the air. A pilot radioed air traffic control, described something following his plane in detail, and then vanished mid-sentence. The recording still exists. The explanation does not. We'll see you there.